Hello. Hello, everybody. First of all, let me know how I sound. Everything is different here sound-wise. And to be honest, I haven't taken any time to readjust anything. So if I'm deafening you, let me know. If I can't be heard, let me know. Sound alive and well? Good enough. That's enough for me. Hello, everybody. Dee Dee, welcome. Hope you're well. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. I love those little dancing cats. That's cool. Streamer used to merch. I did it. I think he's now. Yeah, going back a bit. Toadis, hello. How are you doing? I hope you are well too. How's things down there? Are they cooling off now? I hope. Well, I say I hope, because I assume it probably gets very hot, and you're probably glad for a bit of change of weather. But it's probably starting to get into the sort of cooler end of things. I would expect by now. But I don't know. What do I know? Let me know. How many Switch 2s did I buy? Oh, not enough. Hang on. Azimuth, hello, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're well today. Yeah, slowly cooling down, but it's getting there. Fair enough. Okay. Tries to hide from the sun. Yes, yeah, it's starting to... right. Oddly, it's very cloudy today, but we have had some very bright weather recently. In fact, actually, apparently it's been the coldest... not coldest, the driest March for decades and decades, so things are starting to get actually a bit too dry. But that said, we did have rain last night, so bonus. We needed it. Right. Anyway, sorry. Hello, everybody. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you all. I love the idea of just talking entirely in emotes. It's hilarious. If you've got the emotes to do it, I really need to get on and do some more of my own. Again, just never get around to it. What are these little clappy ones? What's that? These skeptical clap and skeptical bonk. I see. Okay, fair enough. Nice. Right. Anyway, I have risen again. Sorry, it's been so long. Of course, we had the Switch 2 thing not that long ago. It's called Hieroglyphs. True. Oh yeah. Sorry, wifey. Hello. Welcome to Lucky. Thank you. Yes, yeah, we had the Switch 2 not that long ago, but I feel like this is the proper return to form, so to speak. We're back with an actual game that we were playing previously, Aura, Fate of Ages, sort of the Myst-like style. I'll be damned if I can remember anything that's happening, but I do have my notebook with whatever notes I took, so hopefully some of these things will make sense when we see things again. But yes, yeah, we... yeah, I probably covered some of it in the last stream, but just, to reiterate, I guess, we're now in the new place. The internet is running fine and stable. I have a comfy chair to sit on, so I'm not... Because for a few weeks, I had just like a footstool, which, fine for a short time, but really, when you're sat there after like half an hour, your whole sort of arse and legs go numb. It's not really fun, so it, yeah, that didn't help. I've also got some new headphones, which are just buds at the moment, because I needed some new, wired earbud types, because I had some old, Samsung ones from my, internet's running, better catch it. No, I can't do it. And some old, phone earbuds that came with the phone, basically, and, but they were starting to wear out. In fact, they did wear out. And also my regular headphones, so, my gaming headphones wore out, so I can't adjust the sound on these so easily either. They're just earbuds. There's no inline volume control or anything. So that's all a bit weird. So I need new everything. I need new mouse, need new keyboard, need everything. Whole bloody thing. Whole shebang. But we're getting there slowly. So this is the new setup. Thank you, Dee Dee, for the water. Everyone who's good. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Including you. Yes, so Slurpee, yes. Yeah, so like I said, everything is new, obviously being a whole new room and dynamic, and my mic is in a different place slightly. I haven't really put a lot of effort into making it sound decent, so hopefully I'm not peaking too much or deafening everybody. We'll worry about that another day. But yes, yeah, going back, yeah, how many Switch 2 did you buy? None. The Switch 2 is on... they're on a... Right, so I didn't get in any of the pre-orders for anywhere else, because we were kind of hesitating about pre-orders anyway, because, it's a cost, we've got to be Same wifey, true, yes. But, we can't just sort of jump into that kind of thing. So we were like, okay, we'll deliberate slightly. But, of course, deliberation took time, thinking about it. And we do want one, but again, still, we're not too sure. So, if you go to Nintendo, they are handing them out via invite only. And the specifications, I put this up on the Discord, the specifications are like a little crazy, really. They've... sounds good to me. Thank you. Excellent. It's kind of like you have to be one of their like online, Nintendo Online members. Like, right, okay, it has to be a minimum for a couple of years or something like that, like 2 years minimum online. You're like, okay, that's quite drastic. And then it's things like you have to prioritize playing Nintendo games. Then you have to also be signed up for, their newsletter online and things like this. So yeah, it's very strict criteria for an initial invite. Although I was talking about this with a friend at the weekend, and he was saying that he's heard that they have been stockpiling for a little while. Like they've got a good amount behind them. So it suggests that however they release those invites, they're not going to be have to give it a scalp massage. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It we think it's probably to try and sort of lay off the ability for scalpers, basically. I couldn't remember the word scalp, even though you just said it. The ability hours collecting Koroks in Zelda not count. Apparently not, no, because you have to own the Nintendo Online account, so you have to be like the bill payer. So it doesn't matter how many people are in the family. It has to be, it's the one at the top, that matters. It's a bit crazy. Essentially they're just trying to reduce the amount scalpers can grab. So you get an invite and you get to order one and any other peripherals you want with it at the same time. Although they are on pre-order sort of kind of indefinitely, you can sort of, they're already available to everybody. It's just the consoles that are restricted. But so I looked at that and went, well, Nintendo aren't offering them out yet anyway. And then of course everyone else is, and they've sold out immediately. We've got a couple of sort of big high street brands of they were able to get hold of some and gone. Well, there is that hype and demand, exactly. So they have the backlog apparently. According to some reports, they've been stockpiling. They've got the numbers there. So there's no doubt that when they come to regular release of pre-orders, to the general public, or even actual release day, they're going to be available. We're not looking at a PS5 situation here, apparently, or even the original Switch actually was quite hard to get hold of, wasn't it? Then again, the Wii also massively outsold its demand at the time, and there was nothing really specifically about stock shortages so much as just they hadn't produced enough, like they couldn't make them quick enough. So there's potentially that kind of thing, but hopefully they've learned their lessons in those last couple, and then they're going to miss that. But it isn't beyond Nintendo to sort of say, hey, it's like they're sometimes adverse to money, like the whole amiibo situation. Like people want amiibos, so make more amiibos, but they don't. They start sort of, because what gets me is the fact that they don't benefit from. They always sell amiibos at the same price. They only ever sell them, however much they're going to be. It doesn't matter the fact that it then goes on eBay for 12 times the price or something, because they don't see any part of that. So I don't understand why they would artificially inflate the price of things by creating scarcity. Just make more of them. Shave the Piranha. Yes, yeah. It's officially endorsed, not produced, but endorsed by Nintendo now. That Piranha Plant camera, but apparently it's only like a 640p or six. What is the 640? Is it 640? 620? Yeah, you got 480. Is it 620? I think it's 620. It's not a 1080. 640 by 480. Right, that's it. Thank you. That's what the Piranha Plant camera is, whereas the other boring looking one, like that is officially produced and endorsed by Nintendo, is a 1080p camera. And a guy we follow on YouTube, or a puppet in fact, called Arlo, he's a big Nintendo YouTuber to a degree. He was saying about how he's telling people just don't buy the Piranha Plant one. Yes, it looks cool, and it's quite fun, and it does have like the little motion to be able to close it essentially, so you can, that's quite a handy feature. But having such a low resolution, I can't remember the says on floppy disk that has originally exactly, because the thing is, he's saying when you imagine that what the camera is doing, it's not just picking up your surroundings, it's putting your picture, like it's taking your, if you've got a group shot of like 4 people and it's taking your all 4 faces and then sticking them at the bottom of the screen, like apparently it can, according to the images, then it's just, you're going to end up with really, shoddy, like crummy pictures. So what's the point? Get us a higher resolution. There's a 720. What, camera? Do you mean for the Piranha Plant or just in general? Because apparently sort of a lot of cameras are compatible. They're just not obviously endorsed by Nintendo, Game Boy cameras. Possibly, maybe. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not personally sort of bothered about the camera anyway. To be honest, it's you can chat online without having to have your face up. So that's if that feature comes up, fine. But I don't need the camera personally. I'm certainly not going to be playing Mario Party where it wants to stick me in the game and shit. That's not happening. But yeah, so I haven't got hold of one anyway because all the high streets are sold out, which again is weird because if they have been stockpiling, you'd think they'd say, okay, we'll designate a good amount to these companies, but obviously those companies didn't buy enough to fulfill that amount, or they couldn't get hold of enough. So hopefully Nintendo just got the stock somewhere and it's going to be available at some point. But it's a couple of months away from release anyway. Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, not 620. Right, yes, yeah, because I was sorry, yeah, Tony's clarified. It's the 640 by 480 I was thinking of. I don't know why 620 came to mind. Don't know. Don't ask. But it's because you're right. It's 720, isn't it? That's probably what I was thinking of, and just throwing the 6 at the beginning. Yeah, so we don't have one, but that doesn't matter. We got a couple of months yet before that's even a consideration. Got other things to do, But yeah, so it's all going. It's all going all right here. It's very sad. What's the affliction known as camera dirt face? Really bothers you, basically. Yes, yeah. So we generally avoid cameras anyway. Yes, but so anyway, how are you guys doing? How is everyone there? I hope you are all just well, because it's been a long time. I know we haven't played this game since October. Was it September? August, I think it was actually, because I skipped September into October, didn't I? Blimey. So yeah, so it's been August last year. That's crazy as well. We're now middle of April. It's madness. Another hydrate. Thank you, Didi. I am actually trying to keep on top of hydration. I think that's probably why I've been a little tired recently. Since moving in, because it's being new and having sort of, it's not air conditioned by any means, but it has like one of these weird like indoor ventilation systems that basically just filters dust. I mean, that's nice, I guess, but it does somehow, in a way, it's not meant to in any way filter moisture. It doesn't do that, but this place is dry, ultimately. I mean, not dry enough considering we have a leak in the hallway, but ultimately it's very dry, and it just, I don't think there's like a day I've lived here that I've been properly hydrated. I can't seem to drink enough. I was saying the other day, I have a water bottle, which is what I'm drinking from now, as always, and I just look at it and I go, no thanks. I don't know why. I can't drink it. Pack around people still buy DVDs, which are 480p. I have to admit, I'd buy DVDs when they're like, wait, DVDs are 480? I thought videos were 480 and DVDs were 720, the standard, like, because remember 720 used to be the original, like, high definition HD format, and then I thought sort of Blu-rays were moving into 1080 and higher. I didn't realize DVDs were so low. That's crazy. They don't look that bad, to be fair. But I still buy them like if they're cheap. Like if it's a film I'm interested in, like, let's say maybe I see it at the charity shop and I'm like, well, 10p. What do I care? It's theoretically possible. But DVD usually caps. Oh my god. Okay. Original Pokemon Snap without a single issue due to visual. Well, yes, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, the original Pokemon Snap. Oh my god, I've got to dig that out. Anyway, sorry, getting sidetracked. Yeah, yeah, if it's just a film, I'm like, hey, you know, I wouldn't mind catching that, and it's really cheap, and I don't mind. You know, I'm not going to pay out for like a Blu-ray on that, but if it's a film, we're now getting to the stage where if it's a film I like, you know, I consider Blu-rays, and I've also got a couple of 4Ks because the new Xbox plays them. Thankfully, I don't have to buy like a separate 4K player. Jesus. So I've got a couple of them where I'm like, I care about this film, so I want to see it as high as possible. You know, I mean, the concept of like 8Ks and things like that is just ridiculous. I think we're pushing things way too fast at this stage. Let certain things stick before we can actually start moving on. New releases and a Blu-ray. I don't get it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that is still unusual because surely production-wise they're not that much harder to produce. You know, if you're going to produce a physical one, you want it to be a decent resolution. You know, okay, it's dumb. 4K is better than most people's eyes can see. True. I have to admit the amount of times I look at 4K and I'm like, well, yeah, it's good. I'll be down to it because fuck it. I mean, I've got shit eyesight. I've got shit eyesight anyway, so it's not like I've got to really sit there and go, oh my god, oh, I can see no pixels, because everything's just fuzzy after a point. You know, there's literally only so much I can do. When anyone would call time, no problem, did he? If hundreds of DVDs, true. Yes, so do we. When we moved, we were maybe I said this as we were packing, but once we got the DVDs done, we were into the 30s. So somewhere around about 30, 32, 33 boxes of DVDs, I think. Now, granted, they're not all like, we're not talking huge. I especially swear today, am I? Don't worry about it, it's fine. It's a mature stream. Yeah, these aren't all huge things. We're talking sometimes they were smallish, about maybe like a shoebox size for no, maybe like a double deep shoebox or something like that, and then, you know, a couple that were slightly bigger, because of course that's the problem with packing. You can't just dump everything into big boxes, because that just makes those huge boxes really heavy to carry, you know. So a lot of it got broken up into smaller ones, but yeah, tons of them. I checked to put a 4K image 3 meters wide on my wall, and from 3 meters away it looks fantastic. It's 1.5 meters away from a 100-inch TV. True. Oh my god, wait, hang on. My memory is working. I can hear the cogs whirring and smoke is starting to come out my ears. But you were working on this projector last summer, if I recall. I think it wasn't quite up and running last I heard, if I am correct. Or you had it in, like, you got it running, but it wasn't fully installed. You said, God, Jesus, I cannot remember. I'm glad it's worked out anyway, by the sounds of it. How often do you get to use it? Is it like a you just stream telly from it and it's amazing, or is it you have to like set up certain things? Too much resolution looks awful. Games with too many pixels look grainy. That is the problem. The higher the resolution, the more detail they insist on trying to put in. And I can't understand it when people are playing these games where they're like, hey, yeah, it's set in World War One, and we're all running around, and we're all wearing khaki and covered in mud, and here's all the mud. We all blend in. You have no idea who the hell is anybody, and then you just get sniped by some guy who, with like eagle vision, who can somehow distinguish between two shades of brown. Again, he must have, like, you know, the old 8K monitor or something, because I don't know. And then subtitles are even worse, because Brave Star, Eagle Vision, yeah. No, that was Eyes of a Hawk. Anyway, but yeah, and it just like subtitles are even worse because they don't like make it a bigger font. So they're just like, hey, it's the same size font. It's now just taking up the same amount of pixels, but all those pixels are even smaller on this tiny lower thing. And so you could be sat like, you know, 6 feet away from the telly, maybe, and you're having to squint to see what the hell people are saying if you can't hear them properly. Worked out each Kallax cubby held 70 odd DVDs, and we got a few filled. Yeah, what was it? I think we were about 600. 600 odd, something like that, wasn't it? Anything really. Don't really like to game on it, but TV and film are great. Ah, fair enough. Well, that's right then. Is that because of the like the refresh rate or something, or is it just because it's so big? You've got a screen. You've got to have to basically turn your head to look from left to right. How much health do I have? I don't know. I can't see from here. Play games where I can't see anything as it's all a grainy blur. Is this before or after you got your glasses changed? But, but no, I know what you're saying though. Yeah, it can be a mess. Although that said, I was given 300 more like it. You think so? Over 1,200. Blimey, 1,200. 300. Are you sure? Because hang on. So didn't we say that's like 15 and 40? I mean, if each cubby holds about 70, we've got about... Well, we've got at least 5. So, I mean, that's 450 right there. 350 even. So that's not bad. Oh, we're dealing stuff that I can't find on Blu-ray. I've never collected much in the past, you know. House instability. That's fair enough, yeah. That's it. It does become a bit of... It's an expensive collection as well, but I'm glad it's one of those that's lasted. It's not like, well, we moved on to Blu-ray, DVDs don't work. I'm so glad that disc drives just continue to function. They just go, yeah, it works anyway. You know, it's a blessing, because I would not be bothered replacing 99% of my stuff. Not because I don't like it, but because it's just the cost. But what was I saying? Play games we can't see anything is going to play. Yes, yeah, exactly. Right, so yeah, that said, but for my birthday last year I was given Outcast 2, the follow-up to the amazing game that we played on stream with Cutter Slade off in another dimension. And it's I may have talked about this before finishing like streaming last year, but it's a great game. I'm enjoying it. It's a different game, but I'm still enjoying it. It's okay. I think most of the key. I'm a keep player. He's controlled for anything. Oh right, I see what you're saying. Twin stick shooter. Fair enough. Yeah. Flaming Ginger, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're well. We've had a good day. 6.5 cubby plus a slidey cubby on top, plus your Star Trek ones you got. Oh yes, yeah, the Star Trek and the anime ones they literally aren't even out. I mean, that's like another 100 there maybe. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Outcast 2. It looks amazing. It's obviously, it's a high definition graphics and things like that. But it's not just that, but it looks beautiful. It's so lovely. Because it's all set in this sort of vibrant world, and you go down to the beach and they're just like clear waters and bright sunshine. It looks like a paradise, if it wasn't filled with monstrous spiders. But beyond that, it's pretty cool. So yeah, you get these horrible sort of grainy games, but then I think some of them really do pull it off. It's all about contrast, isn't it? Because it doesn't matter how many pixels they fit on the screen. If they're all the same colour, it's just a mess. It's horrible. But congrats on redeeming second. I don't think anyone got first or any of the others. You could have been first. But don't worry about it. Thank you anyway. Obviously, it doesn't matter. I'm just, that's why you love me. Sweet, sweet style. Yeah. What are these? Strong. Okay. Well done, Totus. Excuse me. Sorry, a bit sniffy, a bit stuffy. Again, it's a dry household. I get stuffy very quickly. I don't know why. But anyway, right, yeah, so enough ramblings, I guess. Strong stuff is strong. Yeah. Of all the people. Anyway, Aura. So where were we? Perhaps, actually, I should probably just get this game up and running. It will throw off my display slightly because I can't have it running in the background because it locks my mouse. Couldn't see the deer flogging. Tomb Raider. Oh well, yeah, that's another one of those. Everything's covered in mud, though, isn't it? You know, that is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, Aura it steals my mouse and sticks it in the other window, and I can't even tab out. So I have, if I need to do anything, like I can't tab, I have to literally close the game to get my mouse back. So I've got to do whatever I want with my mouse right now if I'm going to use it. I mean, we're not, you know, it's done, but that's fine. Okay. Someone on Blue Sky liked my thing, and I've never heard of them in my life. But you know what? That's getting worse, isn't it? People on, not saying this person in particular, but just social media, just the amount of bots. Just as soon as you put anything up, and it just comes back and goes, "Love you." It's like, who the hell are you? What are you talking about? Never met you in my life. I never heard of you. And it's just some bot trying to sell stuff as well. The amount of people in chats just trying to sell bloody art to people. It's like everybody knows where art comes from. Stop trying to grift all the time. It's so annoying because it's just rude at this stage. You know, it's gone beyond people trying to sell a. You know, this is sort of the new age equivalent of like cold calling to a degree. You know, if someone phoned you up and said, "Hey, you need your house redecorating," you'd be like, "No, fuck off. I'm trying to live my life. I know where to go when I need it done." But then these people just sort of, they come to a channel, and it always starts the same. You can see it. See it a mile away. You know, they always come in with the, "Hi, how's it going? Really like what you're doing. So, you know, you do this often." They sort of try to make it casual, and then, you know, no more than like 2 seconds later, they're like, "Anyway, you need some art?" It's just like, no, fuck off. It's so frustrating. And amazing MS Paint skills. Exactly. Everybody knows someone who can do a bit of art for them if they need to. And if they don't, they know where to go. It's so frustrating. Anyway, right, sorry. Back to Aura. Side rants aside. So I'm going to start the game. It's going to throw everything off slightly because it's going to be all stealing my window. And yep. For some reason it shifts OBS to the side on another screen. I don't get it. It's just like, okay, that takes up less space now for some reason. I don't know. Oh yeah, should actually swap to the game. This one. There we go. Right, yeah, we're here. So yeah. And oh my god, that's weird. What is happening here? Okay, so you can't see it because of the way I've cut the screen. This is the bottom for you. But for me, despite the fact that it has stolen my screen and my mouse, it's actually still showing me a miniaturized taskbar. Like, the taskbar doesn't go any... Like, so this is like a was it 4x3 resolution? Yeah, 4:3. So this square, it has two big black bars left and right on my screen. But at the bottom, I also have a taskbar that doesn't go any wider than those black bars. I don't know what the hell it's doing. What is your Discord is another big red flag, especially when they want you and you only get to... Yeah. It's been a 3-year build-up to emote pitch. Oh no, yeah. What other games do you play? Yes, yeah, exactly. You design, I can do black squares and white squares. Oh no. It's all been lies. Somewhere to do your task. Well, I guess, yeah, but I didn't know I'd be needing to do them here. Anyway, right, so we've got load is the one I'm looking for. Oh my god, right, so what's it? 28th of October. That's a phone call. 1 second, please. Oh, right, okay, sorry. Oh, jeez, that was a bit loud, even for me, sorry. Please, Bob. Agent Britishness, yeah, blimey. Good costs extra. Ads, oh, okay, we'll hold up a second. Sorry, that was a phone call from the boiler man, who said, you got a problem with your boiler? It's like, no. We had a problem with our boiler. Jesus, all right, so, God, yeah, sorry, because ads may be running, I'll rant for a minute. Since we moved in, we've had, you're back. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll still keep going because I've just started. Since we moved in, we've had a leak in the hallway, which apparently they're going to fix this week, which is nice considering it's been about a month now. We had a broken boiler. Our bedroom door needed replacing because the entire thing had warped. So they had to get a carpenter in to like fit the new door and then the other guy in to repaint it. And so we haven't even actually had anything fixed since the leak, because what's happening is it's coming from upstairs, so they have to fix it upstairs, and now we have to they're going to fix it upstairs. Once they do that, then they can start fixing everything down here, which is in the meantime getting worse, because of course, keeping wood wet for any length of time is not going to help it. So it's like, Jesus. Add you back. We had a problem with the boiler, but we saw the house that the boiler was in, so yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's yeah, the boy, we were sat there one night and the heating kicked in. Oh, it's fine, as normal. And then everything just went dead. We're like, oh, crap. And it turns out a component in the boiler had leaked onto an electronic switch, which then fused and blew the fuse board. So, the fuses anyway. So we went a couple of days without hot water. Because we're in a flat, we don't have a hot water tank. Everything gets heated as you go, So we went a couple of days. It was like 72 hours without that. We're like, Jesus Christ, they had to call in the official engineer because they had their plumber sent out to have a look at it. But of course, he's a plumber who can't work on the boiler because it's under warranty and he doesn't work for the company. And B, he's not an electrician, so he was a nice bloke, but useless ultimately. Thank goodness the lights stayed on. Yeah, because it turns out, like modern day and age, I don't know how official this is meant to happen, but it turns out what they do is, because a lot of people used to turn off their smoke alarms by flipping the fuse on them, because of course all smoke alarms are kind of they're wired in now, as by law you have to have them on the mains power supply. To make sure that they're there. It's like it's a safety as well as an insurance thing. So you got your smoke alarms wired in, but if you could just turn them off the fuse board, people would do that, and then you'd still end up with fires and the alarms weren't going off and so on. So what they do is they wire the smoke alarms in with the lights, or at least some lights, so that people don't want to live without lights, so they won't turn off that fuse. So the smoke alarms have to stay on. So the ones that blew were on a different circuit to the smoke alarms. So all the lights went off except for the ones that were in where I was, because they were wired up differently. But I was just sat there and I was like, what the hell? I had the Xbox on, it just suddenly cut out. I was like, oh, great, thanks. Yeah, so they finally fixed the boiler. Then this guy phones up and said, yeah, you got a problem with your boiler? I was like, no, it's fine. He's like, oh, system must have repeated itself. It's like, fucking hell. It's been wacky, crazy time. Anyway, right. So what is it? 28th of August here, and I can hear a cat scratching at the door to get in. He shouldn't be allowed to do that. You finally got in, did you? I don't know why he can't understand the fact that you just pushed the door. I didn't lock it. I didn't shut. It wasn't closed properly. Water got into the system. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because so it's a boiler. Obviously, it's meant to have water in it, but only in certain places. And this part had leaked on. It's it was an electronic valve, so it deals with water, but that water needs to be contained within a certain area. So as soon as the hello, can I help you? What are you doing? Yes. So as soon as a bit of water got out of that system, it just immediately leaked onto the electronics components that it was supposed to be, dealing with. Diverter valve. Exactly, yeah. It's supposed to divert water, and it just sort of, it just leaked down and just blew everything. It's like, oh, great, thanks. Oh, no, for God's sakes. You mess. Yes. What are you doing? Oy, okay. Want me to... No, he's fine. He just... just immediately starts trashing the place. Like, for Christ's sake, you're here 3 seconds. Yes. Anyway, alright, sorry. Okay, so where are we? 28th of August is apparently our last save. So let's load that. Are you sure? Yes. It's only a load. Relax. Hey, you're back. Have to look for now, but I'll finish work soon. Oh, finishing work soon. Nice. Oh, of course. Yeah, no, that's fair. Of course, thinking about it. Yeah. Well, Banner, welcome. It's good to see you. Hang on. Did I miss? Where's... No, I hit yes. Oh, no. Give it a minute. I don't need to be like it for a bit. Fair enough. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, no, Banner, it's good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. We have sound. I can hear some. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Okay. I forgot it was entirely locked to the mouse. And right-click is that. Oh, yeah, and it locks the mouse at the bottom for your inventory. What? Okay. Okay. So let me... Oh, my God. I just said let me know how the sound is. I literally can't adjust anything because to get out of the game I have to close it. So we'll take it for what it is and hope everything's working out all right. Don't remember August. No, I know it's a time of year, and that's about it. Okay, good to know. There we go. Right, yeah, I've got some. Oh wait, hang on. Right, hang on. This is parts of this is coming back to me. There's a cave around here somewhere. We followed a man. There. Jesus. Not followed a man. We followed a tunnel to a man. There's a blacksmith, I think. And then there's... Up here somewhere is a tunnel that like leads to an elevator. There was something to do with fuses. Like there was... part of me feels like I'm here for a reason. Like I came here and went, right, I'll know what I'm doing next time I load up here. I have no idea. Lovely call with Mama. Diabetes waffles to enjoy. Ooh. Diabetes. Welcome back, Didi. Thank you for joining us. You're lucky you've missed all the ranting. We're back into the game. So we're doing something here. Ooh. Okay. Or maybe we've done something here and I don't recall. We shall see. I should maybe have looked at my last video. Oh. Just clicking on things now, see what happens. But this all this all looks new. So I think whatever we did before set us up for this. Oh, is that a door we haven't been in before? Toast the waffles lightly, but put butter on them. Fair enough. Dump sugar on top of the butter and microwave them so the butter melts and the sugar is coated in it. Okay. I don't know why, but you know, in my sort of completely ignorant experience, diabetes waffles doesn't sound like it should involve a ton of sugar, but you know. Do they taste good? I don't know why, but there's something about me that just sort of says I can't mix sugar and butter. That doesn't sound right to me. Despite the fact that actually that does work. See, like I have toast with butter on it, and then I'll add, you know, jam or honey or something like that. So that sounds fine. But when I consider the options of adding the two things separately, it just, I don't know, it sounds weird. Oh, because they're going to give you diabetes. Oh, they're not like for diabetes. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, that makes more sense. They taste amazing. That's good. I've been living on, oh God, I was trying to explain the other night, like I just, I'd say trying to explain, you know, it's not like it was difficult, but it's really weird since we moved in. I've been snacking a lot because, so I live mostly like a vegetarian diet these days, for a couple of reasons. But when you want to like make a sandwich, outside of like a spread, so like a, you know, like a chocolate spread, or, you know, if you're familiar with like Nutella or something, there's not a lot you can put in a sandwich. Certainly not savoury, that isn't reliant on, you know, meat in some way. So like you make like a ham sandwich, that's fine. You can make a cheese sandwich. I don't eat dairy anymore, generally speaking. But you can also like, I can only eat so much cheese. Exotic cake. Well, true, yes, yeah. But still, I mean, ultimately it's sweet. You know, cakes don't taste of egg, but jam does taste of sugar, I would argue, to a degree. Cucumber sandwich? Well, exactly. You get like these things where like, that's kind of limited, isn't it? I can't stand cucumbers. They have a weird texture to me. Like gooey almost. Hummus, fuck off with the hummus. But excuse me. Oh my god. Oh wait, hang on. We have the symbols here. These things mean something. Oh god, we have to make the shape, don't we? I forgot about that. So we're making this one here, I think. No, maybe not then. Right, hang on, sorry, I'm finished my thought. So I used to have like, you know, ham or tuna sandwiches or something like that, basically. And I cut that out now, and there are vegetarian or vegan alternatives. They're great. We like Quorn do a vegan smoky ham, which is really nice. But it's also quite expensive. You can't just have, you know, tons of that in the week. So so we get like sort of one lot of ham, which also, now that we order most of our shopping to get delivered because we're not right next to the shopping centre like we used to be, the amount of times we'll put in for it and they'll go, there isn't any. And this week they said not only was there no ham, there wasn't even an alternative to replace it with. We're like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we had nothing. So anyway, yeah, and there's only so much, like, even vegan cheese I can eat at once. I don't know why. There's something in cheese that just goes, can't have that much, you know. Take my mornings, I was given a hot dog bun with melted butter instead. Ooh, that's not bad. Should have toasted a few times again. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, so I tend to find that when it comes to a snack, what I'm aiming for most of the time is like actually sweet stuff. So I'm basically like living on biscuits these days. So how the hell am I meant to get where I'm going? I reckon if I can make... Oh god, yeah, I forgot about this weird background sound. Fairy bread and international things. Hundreds and thousands with butter on bread. I've heard it called different things in different places, but I do know that. And I think actually it's called fairy bread here as well, I think. But I never had it personally. It's not something I've tried. A block of cheese in a sitting. Oh my god. It just, I don't know what it is. Thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, it's a bit slurpy. Yeah, I don't know what it's a bit like chocolate. See, when I was a kid, I could only eat, like, as much as I like chocolate, I can only eat so much. I remember having a Mars bar as a child was like almost like vomit inducing because I could eat like maybe, you know, a couple of bites and I'd be like, no, that's too much sugar. And it's the same with cheese. I don't know what it is. There's like, I eat a certain amount and then I just hit a point where my body's like, I don't want any more of this. I can't stand it. It's horrible. Something in the Netherlands, but fairy bread is an Australian thing, I believe. Thanks to neighbours. I'd heard people mention it here before. I'm sure I have. A block of Colby Jack cheese under a box with a sticker. I'm getting kidnapped. Note to self. Colby Jack cheese for Dee Dee. Fairy bread sounds dangerous. Oh no. Not the same as fairy bread. No, it's true. Yes, yeah. Right, hang on. Sorry. What am I doing with this? Am I getting this the wrong way up? Right, so... Oh, Jesus, my notes here. I've got green, 180 degrees. And it looks like the number 5, but of course it's not going to be the number 5. It's going to be sideways, isn't it? So it looks like this one here. Why have I said green? Is that relevant to anything? I can't remember what the colours mean. Don't we just make the shape? Is that reaction to playing a game after a long time? Where am I? Who am I? What the hell am I doing? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Nevik. Oh, sorry, Nevik, you were between... you're after Faybread. Sorry, I missed that bit. These even have similar lighting. True, yes. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're well. You've got a child in the out of the UK that's something like party rings or ice... Yeah, party rings. Bloody hell. That's just basically, you know... Oh my god, that's just solid sugar, basically, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Let's make this shape. So it's kind of... It's like that. And that. And that. That's not green. So what does this do for us? We move this way. Now on my notes it says 180 degrees. Yeah? So do we just literally spin 180? Yes, okay, we do. Good, because that's where I wanted to be. So God knows what the colours mean, I can't remember. But I do recall that this door that opened is up here. And I can't remember how we opened it exactly. Something to do with... I'm sure there was something to do with a power system that we've also just unlocked. Which was the whole twisty-turny thing we did. I thought ice gems were German. They may be, but they've become a very sort of staple party food for like kids' parties back in like the... Was it 80s and 90s and stuff? Over here, didn't they? So it's one of those... It may not be of our origin, but it's of our nostalgia. So, if anyone can remember exactly what's happening in the game, that would be handy. I should have updated myself, but I didn't. Oh, okay. We're going down. Nice. Are you playing Siberia again? Roxy got muttering about you calls. No. Did you see? Did I mention this last time? I forget. I apologise what I've told people. But they're remaking Amazon, the game that I can never get to run on my computer for some reason. They gave it away free for a little while. Ding dong ditch. Oh no. Language and regional difference. Out of curiosity, where you're based, what's the name of the game kids play when they knock on your door and run away? I've had loads of names for it. Yes, yeah. See, Ding Dong Ditch is funny because in the game Ni no Kuni, there is a place called Ding Dong Dell, which I think is kind of, the name is kind of sort of supposed to be based on that sort of childish idea of that. But it's not called that here, so it doesn't mean anything to us in that regard. What's happening in my life? I won't help. And then game over. Fair enough. Fair enough. You go from island to island through that spinning thing with symbols. Spinning thing with symbols. Are you? Oh my god! You're not thinking of the. You're not thinking of Outcast, are you? With the Daoka that look like Stargates. Is that the thing you're thinking of? No, because that doesn't spin, does it? So is there something spinning in this? I'd forgotten that entirely, sorry. Knockdown Ginger near me. Yes, yeah. I have no idea why we called it Knockdown Ginger. It's like Tag, the game where kids run around and one person is it, and they have to touch another person to make them it, you know. It's called Tag to most people. Now, I know this now, but for me, for some reason, on my street, but seemingly just entirely localised within this very small area, we called it Tig. Again, I have no idea why, don't know where that came from. That's just, you know, that's what all the kids called it, so that's the game we played, you know. And now I'm older, I have yet to find anyone else who called it that. It was always called Tag, apparently. Look at you looking at Move the Bridge. Oh, I see. Sorry, yes, yeah. You're right, yeah, they are sort of like, yeah, they are like islands, I guess. Yeah, I just think of them as like mountain peaks. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, I remember something to do with mirrors on one of them. And yeah, and we've met a guy who was like a blacksmith or something in the previous on the other place that we've just come from, and now we're here. And I can't remember why we're here or what we're doing, but you know, I'm sure we'll pick it up again. Oh yeah, and these items down here. So we've got an unknown amulet, sacred rings. Oh, these are an object that's supposed to be like uber powerful, with some kind of protector or something. The tetrahedron of Dragast, of course, you know. How did I forget that? Oh, yeah. And this thing occasionally gives us hints. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Symbols are on the back of a door. Colours apparently meaningless. It's a water wheel of some description. Wait. This looks familiar. Did we do that? Oh, I think we did, actually. Oh, my God, yes. Okay, that's... Oh, yeah, and the statue, we end up... A whole puzzle just to make it lean so we can use it like a ladder. Yeah. Ah, that's the bit we've just done. This bit has powered this and opened that, and now we're in an elevator. This doesn't look familiar, but maybe it'll come into play. Okay. A potion you needed, I think. A potion? Oh, my God. I think in other places it was tag at my school. Okay. I think here at least. I don't remember it. I recognise it as being dinged on ditch, but I think I picked that up from international media. Yeah, that's fair. I think controls are easy to pick up. And again, not like left or right. Yeah, true. Yes, yeah. But also housing is back from the road with a front garden and fence. It'd be harder to ring and run away than places where the housing is right up on the street. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it would put off some stupid children, but yes. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to lower my DPI slightly and try not to give everyone motion sickness. So what am I doing here then? Oh. I can click it, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, clicking and dragging does nothing. What was that sound? What was that all about? I've got to remember that, yes, there are... Oh, yes, right. Do you remember there was a thing where it was like from one direction only you can press a button, and it took us ages to find it. Or to me, ages. Ding Dong... Do you mean Ding Dong Dell was a place? Little people I remember, but from what? Oh, okay, so maybe it's not a play on Ding Dong Ditch at all. I just thought it was like a children's thing, you know? So it still made no sense to me either way. So what is this supposed to be? Is it like a teleporter or something? It's got awfully quiet. It's weird when the music just suddenly cuts out. Western Ding Dang Dong. It's the doorbell, and then he ditched my running away. Well, yes, that's fair. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. So what the hell am I doing in here? Again, I can't remember what this whole thing is about, let alone why I'm here. Wait, is this something to... Right, hang on. Isn't there... Have we missed something on the top of this mountain? Is there something that needs powering, and I haven't powered it, and as such, it's not working down here? Maybe that's what it is. Ring cameras. Yeah, true. Fair. Damn straight, Nightbot. You tell him. Okay, so do we go higher up? Is there a higher up? There's more. There's a more round thing. Okay, there's no more up. But there is that way. Didn't that speak to a person? I'm gonna have to start looking around a bit more, just to do some investigating. But who will Salazar? Yeah. Couldn't get views. Yeah, exactly. Cheap. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. There were these two symbols where it's like one of them will open the way down and the other will open the way up or something like that. Well, Jesus. I didn't do that with the camera, by the way. That did it on its own. Wait. Okay, so that's back. Oh, okay, yeah. Out this way. Up here. I feel like we're definitely retreading old ground, but I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with things here. It kind of would help if everything didn't look like a button and a switch. Or lever. So there's nothing happening here. Nothing happening. Wait, am I holding an object I'm supposed to be putting in that bloody thing? I don't know how I use objects, but was I supposed to put that... Did we go down into that cave and it's like, you put these things here, but you don't know you put these things here, so I didn't try. Maybe that's what it is. God damn it. Let's try that. Okay. Let's see if I can use objects. Hello. Also, can you hear my mouse? I'm assuming you can. I apologise, it's probably really loud and clicky. Like I said, I need a new mouse. The buttons are starting to go, and I get the feeling this one's starting to... Sort of the clicks are getting louder as it wears out. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. The nerve. Banhammer. Which one opens the way out? I wanna be Banhammer. I assure you, if I knew the way out, I'd be using it. Okay. Down here. Right, so we have a... Can I use... Right, okay, I can potentially use objects here. But not these ones. Isn't that good to know? Good job, Nobot. Also, what's this thing on the top right that I can't get my mouse up to? What does that tell us, if anything? This, see, I think we've done this puzzle already. I think that was something to do with the roof. So are we looking at anything here I haven't done yet? That's already done because the bridge is in place. This... I don't know. Oh, wait, yes. See the circle. Oh, my God. This was the thing with the batteries. They were like fuses, weren't they? And they had to rotate a certain amount of times before they interlocked. And you had to get all the fuses in the right bloody place. Right, okay. And this was where the button was that I could only press from a certain direction. And it led to an elevator. Was that something else we were meant to do and I didn't? Did that elevator go somewhere? I didn't do anything with it. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to try again. for my own safety. Safety? Sanity. No. These items do not work here. Just there. Okay. So something else is happening. It'd be alright if we didn't have to use the elevator every time. Never mind. So let me think. Get me old brain pan going. Oh, isn't there a guy like maybe there's a guy who can give us some hints. Remind us what's happening. Oh, but that means I think that means shifting the crosswalk again thingy. What's this called? You know what I mean. So going that way I don't think helps. There was nothing to interact with. There's up here. Doesn't this lead to a person? Can we talk to them? So safe. Uber secure. Just these people are just mad. They're just like, yeah, I'll get on that. What choice do I possibly have except to, you know, not? I'd be looking for like just like a bit of string or something to tie myself in, like a makeshift seatbelt. Right, yes. Okay, there is a person in here. This music is so weird. I don't... Oh. Does this look like stairs to you? Ooh. Wonder if that's important. Who knows? Alright. Let's take the outside edge of the room and go and talk to this man. Hello? Hello? Was that me or someone else? Oh, good to... Is he not going to talk to me even? Oh.
I think I have found what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Uman. Now you must unite the tetrahedron with the sphere. To
What?
do this, you must activate the lift.
What lift? Which one? I've turned on a lift. Yeah, does he say the same thing? No, he doesn't say anything. Oh my god. Do you know what? I'm certain we had the walkthrough up before and I'm not surprised. This game is a nightmare for anybody who, like, doesn't have... Oh, is this the lift? Okay. How am I meant to know what works here? Oh, hang on. We got a thing. We got things. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Oh, right, okay. Is it pedal powered? Answers or death. Right, okay. Oh my Jesus. Forward, please. Shut up. Right, what? Oh my god, okay. Give me a pen. What are we looking at here? We're looking at, right, we're in a circle, a big old X in it, and in that X are 4 symbols. We've got a backwards J with a little hook on the top. Then we've got a candy cane pointing left. Then we've got sideways equals, looks like an H without the line. Then we have a big old circle at the bottom. Okay. I feel like that one's not right. Let me just make sure I know what I'm doing there. Looks like the letter C, but never mind. Back to Logan. Thank you. Burgeoning mime. expand mine. What are you on about? Sorry, you've lost me. I'm sorry. Hydrate. Thank you, Dee Dee. Sorry, I'm getting some stuff here, everybody. Don't mean to be sniffy. Apologise. Thank you. Right. Okay. So, what we're looking for... Right, so I assume what we're looking for is that one. Right, so we have to look, we have to match the symbols. And then we're looking for the setting to make it look the same. I'm guessing. Right, okay. And then we're going to use these down here to represent something. Jesus, I don't know. Okay, so that's the fourth one. Fourth one is activated for that. Jesus. These new Pokemon. The bot's name. Oh, was it? Expanding Mime. Oh, I can't even see it now. Sorry, it scrolled too far up. I missed that entire... I just saw the big old crossed out and left it at that. Alright, not that one. It's that one. Okay. That's good, that's good. So that's 2. I mean, that may not be accurate, but it makes sense to me. This one was the bottom one, wasn't it? Looked the same? Nope. Apparently not. That one is 3. Book, please. Stay still. So now we're just looking for a big old circle. Circle, okay. Also 3. Oh, okay. So this doesn't actually... I thought it made it like, you know, hit like an accept or something, you know? I'll try and get it back to where it was just to make sense. Right, okay. That's that. So now that that makes some form of sense, we go over here. Does this do anything? No, it doesn't. Okay. We go to these symbols. Right, okay, so 4. I don't know how we're meant to know what order these should be in, actually, because these aren't set up in a circle. Do we start at, I mean, okay, do we start at 12 o'clock, so to speak, you know, on a circle? So we start at the top. That's 2, 3. Somebody dropped something. 3, 4. Okay. So apparently not. Okay, hang on. So, right. Look, thank you for looking, Dee Dee. Pen, thank you. Okay. So how do we take this? Take this circular shape and turn that into a line of 1 to 4. Then numbers representing a circle here anywhere. So if I recall correctly, previously, a clue that we needed was like on the wall, and it apparently made sense when you saw the clue, but I did not catch it at all. Tickle his feet. Excuse me. Do the sculptures mean anything? Sculptures? What sculptures? Because this here looks like a coffee table with something in the middle, but doesn't do anything. You got this again over here to the left. Sorry, I've spun around so much I don't know which left you mean. We've got this here. Wire thing, there's 4 on... Right, okay, the thing on the wall. That's what I'm thinking. We've got... Oh, it just resets itself. Okay. They also move outside to in from both sides. That's interesting. Hang on. Oh, that one. That one. So what was this? 4. 2. 3. 3. So do I have to do anything with this? Now we know pressing this button doesn't change anything. Does this need accepting in some fashion? And if we choose one, it just swaps to the next. So you can't like pile them up. They're not multiple options or anything. Okay. Different colours. So I mean, we have something here. We've got this. We know what this means, so to speak. 4, 2, 3, and 3. It starts there. 4, 2, 3, and 3. Again, I started there arbitrarily. No, it's not arbitrary though, is it? Because it's this one, the furthest left. That's why I started there. Okay, that makes sense. Right, sorry, the floor at the moment is just a symbol. It looks kind of similar to something we've seen before, but nothing to work with right now. But these here, these are sculpture things you were looking at. These are... So this is why I thought this would be number 4. In the lift. Well, like here. I think these are stairs or something like that. I think once we activate it, something's going to happen here. We're going to be able to go up. I assume up anyway, so I don't think we're going down. But right, this is what confused me, and I've confused myself basically. So the furthest left on the other device was this one, and that was number 4. You said that twice, did I? Sorry. So it is 4233, and it should have always been that one. I'm just an idiot apparently. Right, okay. On the floor there, this symbol here has told us what we needed to put into that device over there, which gave us the numbers to put into here. So I don't think these symbols mean anything in and of themselves. They're just part of the puzzle, so to speak. Whoa. And away we go. So long, Baldy. So we're making some progress. Still not entirely sure what we're doing. Again, it kind of has to come back to me, I think. Must be very frustrating for people who remember what's going on. So so that's to get down. Is that to get up? Oh, there's another layer. Oh, okay. So I was going to say, I can't do anything down there. It wants our tetrahedron. Okay. That allows us access. I think one of the weirdest things about this game is the music so far. It's so odd. It feels out of place, and I can't quite say why. It's just wrong. I repeated 5 seconds exactly twice. Oh, so it's not me. There's something wrong with it. Right, okay. Twitch, it must be repeating itself because I know I didn't repeat myself then. What the hell do we do here now? He said we have to combine it with the sphere. For that, we need to activate the elevator. I'm sure that's what he said, anyway. Was there more upstairs I didn't do? Did I just do the one thing and that was it? I thought I looked around. Okay. Not that. Or that. Why does it sound like Wales now? Okay, so I can't pick it up. So it needs to stay there, obviously. And it looks like there's only one way, so there's no further up. No more up. Just down. What the hell does that... What do we do in here now? Because this absolutely looks like it should be doing something. And it kind of... it sort of unlocked, didn't it? So like these pillars moved down so that we can step inside. But I don't know why. Hang on, let's have a look downstairs again. Whee! Oh look, his little device in the background just spinning on its own. Are you going to offer me any more information, buddy?
Armagast.
Okay.
I cannot activate the sphere. There are too many symbols. I cannot decipher the correct sequence.
I haven't.
Would
You
you
have a
like
chance.
me to help you?
Yes.
Then memorize what I'm about to show you.
Oh no. Camera. Oh, okay. My camera delayed, so I hit the button and it went, sorry, what do you want me to do? Oh dear Lord, no, exactly. Literally, I have a picture of him because I hit the button and it went, what do you want me to do? Oh, take a picture. Gone now, never mind. Fuck's sake. Camera. I relied on you and you failed me. You screenshotted it, oh my god, thank you. Well, apparently, we took a note in our book. At least it glowed, so I assume that's what happened. There we go. Oh my god, okay, it is here. Okay, but thank you everyone. Okay. So what the hell? So I guess... That's so weird, the fact that we had to come and tell him we can't work it out. This guy writes fast, he does. Even though... He's like, would you like my help? It's like, but you didn't give me a chance to do anything about it myself. I literally had no options. I had to go and ask him. It's very weird. Very weird. Okay. Let's have a look here. Right, okay. So what are we looking at here exactly? How does this translate? See, now we have the option to move these. So I guess there must be some way in... Well, imagine this is the top of the triangle. It's all clear to me now. Okay, so yeah, the ones opposite ahead, we'll say that's the top of the triangle. That doesn't help because the triangle... God's sakes, okay. So we'll say that's the bottom of the triangle then. Opposite the door. So we're looking at... Jesus Christ. What is that? Is that a ghost? What's going on? Right. Oh my god. How do I... Right, so we've got like a... So we have like a lyre of sorts with... Jesus, I don't know. Like a spherical it's a clam pearl sideways, and tweezers. I don't know. So if I can find that, oh, that's this symbol here. Does that appear anywhere else? No. Rotating these fullies just to get them back in the thing, but okay. No, okay, so that has to be this one. But then, what is it telling me? Because that's all... It's already the right way round? Did I have to speak to him some more? Is there anybody there? Because, yeah, okay, we have the symbols. But what do they do for us? Maybe I had to speak to him some more and say, okay, now what? Because it doesn't offer up any idea about orientation. Because it can't be a matter of producing, forcing the symbol down the center line, because there is no center line. The triangles face away from us. No, he's not going to talk to us anymore. Jesus Christ. This game. What are we summoning? I have no idea. I have no clue what is happening. Oh, thank you. There we go. Jesus. Okay. And if there's any kind of feedback on one of them, then I can get an idea what the other two are about. You know, so if I sort of move them around and it goes, right, this one's locked in place, I'm like, okay, that's done, that's good. But if I have to get all three pillars in the right order, we go up again. Is there anything here suggesting what's happening? No. Who's knocking up here? What is that? It's creepy is what it is. Okay. Maybe forcing down the... to be less cryptic. Yes, maybe. Do you know, playing... right, so now that, you know, we're stable and internet's vaguely stable and stuff like that, I started getting back into tabletop RPG with some friends. And we started up a new system, and when you roll your character, you get... one of the options is it gives you what their talking style is like, because it's based on is it called liminal horror? So it's based on like back rooms stuff, you know. It was quite funny. But yeah, and one of them is what my character rolled cryptic. So I'm like, how the hell do I talk cryptically? What's that all about? That didn't come into play, to be honest. See, I can't... See, these were already lined up as they are in the image. There's no further pages. So what does this mean? How is this helpful? They were already in this alignment. See the picture? You mean this one? Sorry, I appreciate you got a delay. That's fine. Do you know what? I'm going to get up. Is this in UHS? That would be nice if it is. Sorry, just Googling on my phone. UHS Aura. Here we are. I'm pretty sure we had it on UHS before. Fade the Ages hint system. Not your ordinary walkthrough. Good, good. Okay, so where the hell are we? Dragast. Oh, we are in Dragast. That's the where we have the tetrahedron of Dragast, so that makes sense. Control panel at the end of the walkway. Can't seem to find it. I can't seem to find anything to do. How do I find Arbogast? Green side, red side. How do I leave? Are we up to the stage of visit Arbogast for the second time and tell you what you need to do? Tetrahedron with a spherical ring. He didn't say ring, he said the sphere. So try Harp Demon Globe. Harp. Demon? And globe? What do you mean? Oh. Is that the globe? So what's the demon? But also how? That's the thing. When we look at it, essentially these symbols are facing away from us. We have two symbols facing us. So how do we choose which ones look at us and which ones look away from us? You know, that's what I mean by there's no sort of center line in the fact that we're choosing one symbol. It's not like the numbers on a lock. It's almost like it's asking us to choose the ones that are away from us, but they're already all in this order. I was going to say organization. So I see globe there. Is this one harp? I'm thinking like the lyre. Not sure where you got demon from. I can't work that out specifically. Uniting the tetrahedron with the spherical ring and the last task you will accomplish is Dragast. Wow, that actually really doesn't help at all. Okay. Okay, none of this. If you fold it, the triangles are already that way. If you fold it, the triangles are already that way. That's what I mean, yes, exactly. So the layout in the image is the order in which they already appear. Well, I mean, did before I started moving things around. But, so I don't know what it wanted me to change, like how it wants them organised. And all I can do is rotate them. It's not like I can flip them in any fashion. I wonder if it's... Wait, is it a matter of getting these symbols to line up with each other? But then surely they do that anyway because they're already in that order. But let's have a look. Right, so this like weird clam thingy next to this thingy. I don't know. So that way. that way. So these two connect that way. Which then means that that one connects to the comb. And the anchor connects to the tweezers. That's what I'm going with. Oh, but it can't connect. Yeah, hang on. Anchor connects to the tweezers. The comb connects to that. Okay. But then, like I said, I thought this was how it was already laid out, but let's just make sure it's all that way round anyway. And we'll see what happens. UHS isn't helping at the moment. It's literally not helping because I don't know where we are. Right, okay, so we'll say that's the fat comb and the volcano connects to the round comb and the M. Okay. Fat comb and volcano connect to round cone and the M. So like that. Moon's connected. Yeah, you have to arrange the rear ones that you can't see by using 3. That's what I was thinking. So, as opposed to organising it like a lock where you would see the numbers in front of you, we're looking at the ones that are away from us down the centre line. You know, the centre line. But the thing is, they were already organised like that anyway. So I think I'm now basically putting them back to the way they were because I've been mucking around with them. Okay, so we've got samurai comb and 3 dots. Yes. So samurai comb and... was it this side? No, it's the other side. Okay. So then we go... samurai. Wait, what? Okay. Victory? Which one's on the point of the triangle? None. The triangle was pointed between the 3 sets. Oh, so that's where the sphere is to mix with the tetrahedron. The sphere that he mentions as if, oh, you've got to take that sphere and put it in there. We've never seen the sphere before. We don't know that's in the device at all. But, default. We won by default. And we get to take it back.
In the center of Dragast, there is an
Wrong,
entrance
no,
to
you
the
don't.
dungeon.
Oh no.
Go there.
Oh, wait,
You
what?
can unite the tetrahedron with the spherical ring that Ericon gave to you. Without the ring, the Theta shell will not be able to leave Dragast.
Okay. Wait, what did he say? I missed the very beginning. Oh, God. He said something about in the center of Dragast. Where is that? I don't know what that means. Where haven't we been, actually? I don't know. The 2 Swedish words in the English language. Default. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. I mean, it's not here, obviously. It's the centre of Dragast. So does he mean like the centre? Does he mean downwards or like the centre aisle? I think the water has some... Right, okay, so... So I think we're at the stage of how do I leave? Right. The tetrahedron shell will not be able to leave Dragast until you unite the tetrahedron with the spherical ring, yeah? Uniting the tetrahedron with the spherical ring last time you... Therefore you must be able to leave Dragast until all other tasks are completed. Once all tasks are completed, simply use the elevator on the floor on the right side of the ship. Will take you to the new location. What? Okay. But he did mention something about the centre. Oh, is that now to do with this? So is this what this was about? Right. Wait. We go down in the centre. Now we put the tetrahedron here? Yeah. The ring to the thingy. That'd be the Galaxy Quest. The green thingy and the red thingy. I think we're the green thingy. I completely forgot about this entirely. So glowy tetrahedron? Yes, okay. Basically, if it works, just do it. Ooh. There's a lot of, like, sparking electricity around here. Is that it? Okay. I don't know what is happening, but something is, so that's good enough, I guess. Ooh, oh, it's like one of those, oh, what are they called? You know, you get them spinning and you just, like, they'll rotate around central points. God, what are they called? I can't remember that. They're not magnetic, but they work on, like, the rotating force of the bit in the middle. I could just got dynamo stuck in my head. That's not right. That's not right at all. Okay. Sorry if I knocked the mic then. Okay, so I made one note that was of use, vaguely. The rest of it was just... That bit was a bit trial and error. Okay, so now apparently we can leave. It's back this way, isn't it? Gyroscope, that's the one. Thank you, yes, yeah. I guess maybe it was the Y throwing me off, not dynamo, but gyroscope. That makes sense. So, I didn't need this, but according to the walkthrough, because I sort of ended up running ahead trying to find where we were. We just to go back to the airship now. So that's apparently that's what we do. So that's fine. That's easy enough. Okay. Oh god, hang on. Okay, so we need to go 90 degrees to our left. So that is which way round? Right, okay. That's so that should rotate us left 90 degrees. Again, this weird... no, what? I didn't do 180, I did 90. Is it because... Is it because I chose the furthest left button, not the top? But then what the hell's the symbol about? Are they completely irrelevant now? Is inputting the symbol completely pointless? I just have to choose the 3 buttons. I bet that's what it is. And I've been mucking around like a moron because I can't remember. The stairs? Is that like Le Plane? The stairs, the stairs. Right, okay. So now, apparently, we're here, we choose lever on the bottom right. And away we go! That is... Where is it called? Dragast? Dragast? Something like that? That's that place done. On to the next world. Must be bloody freezing up there. Okay. That feels almost like they chose a bit of music that was too long for that scene. Despite that's what, you know, it's your music. That's what you do. You make it. How weird. Right, okay. Right, I vaguely remember now this item here, the tetrahedron within the rings, is like a super important object, like only certain people can touch it or something like that, or carry it. So we're now going around rebuilding it, I think? So that's why we're going to these different locations. Do you know what? Oh my god. What I haven't done. Save. Save. Good. There we go. Haven't done that for a while. So now we have no idea where we are. What this place is called. I don't know what to do with my notes. Jesus. It's so unsafe around here. No one ever heard of railings. All this spiky metal everywhere. You'd think they'd spare a bit of extra metal for railings. God, everything's so ornamental. And I swear these had symbols in before we moved. So I don't know what that means now. I'm watching you. Oh, okay, this is nothing. This is a doorway to nowhere. Okay. A new beginning, yes. Oh. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Oh, and there's more here. Right, okay. Blimey. Oh no, that's for this side. Didn't realise it was a hidden object game as well. Off to work, no problem, Nevik. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you as always. Take care. Have a good day at work if you can. Not a huge populace, you'll notice. No, exactly. Okay. So we have to... Oh, wait, hang on. These have... Right, okay, so how do we know which one's which? But right, so these have like... right, how do I explain this? Down here we've got scale almost, like a volume scale. And underneath that we have pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're a different shape on these ones. 1, 3, 2, 4. And it's the same here. Except this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's the opposite way around. Ooh. Hidden pages? What in the mist is this? Oh. Okay, yes, yeah. What? Now, is this based on the position of the fork? Or the type of fork? No, I think they're all basically the same. So they're like tuning forks. One, but see, like this here, this symbol made it look like the volume slider. So I thought, okay, so lowest to highest. Lowest to highest. But it's not lowest to highest because that's highest at the bottom. So that's 4 is at the smallest point. 2 is at the next point. Then 3. And then 1. So it goes backwards, but except for the middle. Or is it just implying that's what happens here? So 4 at the lowest. Oh, that's the order in which... No, but hang on. But that suggests that those forks are specifically dependent on their... Oh my god, wait. So do the forks sound differently? Forks have line. They have lines? Wonderful. Oh, okay. That's what's wrong then. The forks have something on them I didn't see. Oh, they do in the picture, but I'm not seeing them like anything in... Oddly, I can only move... Wait, so what can I do with these forks? Because I can't... Right, so once I pick it up, I can't put it anywhere else. They seem completely the same as each other, ultimately. The notes of the hanging bars. Yes. So... But how do I know which fork is which? But then it doesn't matter. I can't move them anyway. Once they're in, they're just in. See, I have nowhere to put this down now. I can... In theory, I might be swapping them every time I click this. But they all look the same, so I don't know. So what do I do here to tune them? Because they're color coded, so they don't go to different ones. Obviously they're not activated yet, so that button doesn't do anything, I assume. So say like this one here. That's from smallest to largest, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, is there a... There's nothing on the gate to suggest a colour of sorts, so I don't... Not seeing anything that makes it stand out from each other. So I don't know how I would know which one's which. Except to say maybe on this side, left and right. So this one is maybe right-hand side on that side. But again, what do I do here? Oh wait, I have a fork in my... Oh, is that the one I picked up? Oh, okay, hang on. So if I pick that up and right click, it goes away. So I can swap them round. Yeah, there's a different colour, so it won't take. Clicking on that does nothing. So it won't... Right, so like the... Okay, this is what's throwing me off. This indicates that these tuning forks do different notes. So I have to get the notes in the right order. But A, I can only swap the ones I have available. So 2 of them are usually fixed. So I can only ever swap 2 of them. But then also, I can't tell which fork does what. I don't know what number it takes, you know? The red and yellow things in my inventory. These are the this is the unknown amulet. I can't even remember where we got that, but we have it now. And this is our tetrahedron within the rings. So look, the fact that I can interact here suggests that I can maybe put an item here, but this doesn't tell me anything. Who just got back? How's it going? No problem. Don't be sorry. It's fine. Thank you. It goes weird. We seem to have a device that uses tuning forks. I can pick up 2 of the forks, right? So there are 4 of these like platforms, and I can interact with these spheres on top, which kind of makes a noise but doesn't do anything. There's buttons in front, but I can't do anything with them. There's not an amulet. There's a tetrahedron within the... Yeah. And there's 4 of these, all of which I assume represent the 4 gates we have here, like these weird like mirror glass things. Now, on the bottom of these is like a scale with these pipes in different order. Now, we were given this page here, already found it on the floor. And so the scale and the pipes, so say from lowest to highest, we go 4, 2, 3, 1, say like that. Play 1 girl only. I don't know about any girls. But I can't seem to do anything with the forks except put them in and out. Because this picture suggests that the forks have individual tones and we have to get them in the right order. But the forks... Oh, maybe we go somewhere and use the forks on something? That seems a bit long-winded because I can't then remember which one's which. But... you'd want to ping the ones... Exactly! That's sort of what it implies we can do, except I can't sort of interact these forks with anything. I can interact with the gates in the fact that I can walk up to them and click them, and I get a noise. Right, okay, hang on. So the noise is equivalent to... come on, go forward. There we go. So that noise we just heard is like this one, I'm sure. No, it's not that one. Oh, it's not that one at all. So it's one of these I've heard recently. Come on, back out. Go down here. Is that one? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to have to write this down. Now I've got to create a system. Okay. So, pink. Okay, we'll say pink. Jeez. Pink forks go to... and how do we describe this? Now, we came in that door there. I'm going to have to try and sort of use this as an orientation. So we came in the door, so I'm going to say it's the back right. Okay? Back right. Okay. So then, if we go up to this one here, Sounds like a C. Exactly. It implies they have different tunes, but I don't know how to sort of represent that, how to do anything with it. You know? Where? Radical, thank you very much. Oh my god, 36 months. You're a madman, but it's very kind. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. How are you? I hope you're doing well. See, I think that's that one. I get the feeling that is, we'll say, front right as we came in. And that's kind of purple. I'll have to go with that one. Sorry, taking handwritten notes. Door 3 working clockwise from the entrance. Oh, I'm not going clockwise. That's going to be crazy. That'll drive you mad. Just woke up. Already late on work. Oh no. How's you doing? Fine, thank you. So this one here, green. Kind of harpy. So this could be... Arguably this could be front left. By left being as we come in the door. That's this one here. So is this it? No. So that must be the other side. That should be this one here. Yes. Okay, so green is back left. I apologise if this is a little confusing, but it does make sense to me. Back left. Which ultimately means that the other one, which I think is kind of yellowy, so we'll call that yellow. Yellow forks equals front left. Yeah, okay. Okay, now the next stage. So this one is back left. So this is in order from left to right. We'll go left to right. I think that's always lowest to highest according to this scale. Yes, so left to right is that 4, 2, 3, 1. So Jesus, back left. 4, 2, 3, 1. Pen, don't fail me now. There we go. Considering that entirely as 4 is the highest number and 1 is the lowest number. So it's, you know, tall, short. That's the best way I've got that. So then here we have 4, 3, 2, 1 is back right. What do you do, one? Easy enough. So front right is 1, 3, 2, 4. Interesting. And front left is... Oh. Front left is completely different because its scale is the opposite way round. But its left to right is 4, 3, 2, 1. But then it's not. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I will make a note. Revert. Get my writing correct. I'm on the edge of the book here, so I'm not leaning on anything. Reversed scale. In case that applies later. Hoi. Okay. But again, how does this help? Because now that we know which one is which, so we know that one of these, or each one of these, correlates to a specific doorway, so to speak. I don't know, like a mirror, picture, frame, glass doorway thingy. Yeah, see, all these images go lowest to highest, left to right, except for that one, which is highest to lowest, left to right. Interesting. Now, that must be entirely to throw us off, because all of these images are the same here, lowest to highest. So we've got a bunch of forks. So we go lowest to highest, you know, and that's what that is. So using this, implying here that the longest one represents 4. Yeah. So that's what they're implying here. 4, 2, 3, 1. All right, so try to think about this logically, because if all these forks are exactly the same, because they all look the same, they have no way of telling them apart, and I can only move 2 of them anyway. There's always 2 of them are fixed. So I've got a button here that doesn't do anything. I imagine that will do something once these are all correctly assigned. It looks like there are smaller buttons in front of them individually, but they are not there. Not there. Sorry, they are there. They're not doing anything. So I can remove these forks, and they are color coded. They don't work otherwise. It suggests I can click the forks on the spheres, but I can't. I can, however, click on the spheres separately, and that gives us the tune we were just listening to. It's like close encounters. It is. I'm just trying to work through this logically. That doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Now, the forks also rotate themselves automatically. That's the wrong colour, apparently. God, which colour is it? These ones here? So I don't get to choose which way round they go. There's no buttons except left and right click, and that's that. So they automatically orientate themselves that way. Let me just put all the forks in and see if anything changes. I'm not sure if I've actually done that. I know I picked some up and moved them around. I'm not sure if I've just made sure all the forks are in place. And then maybe part of the device will change or something. Okay, so now everywhere has forks. They all look the same, because look, if I pick them up, they all look the same, as far as I can tell. Like, there's literally no way to tell the difference. There's no way to find out what they tune. No, back. There we go. That's what I wanted. Press the button. Nothing happens. It's an organ of some kind, obviously. Again, this isn't helpful. Yeah, that tune just tells us where we're looking, so we know which one is which. But I don't understand how to create this. I also don't understand where the hotspots are for moving. Every time I want to go somewhere, I'm looking somewhere else entirely. So how do I make that? 4, 3, 2, 1. When I can only move A, 2 of the forks, and B, they're all the same. What does that mean? How does that make sense? Going to be looking at universal heat system. Okay, this is apparently Natiexu, the esoteric world. How can I activate the equipment on the table? That's where we are, okay. Zoom in on left and either the left pair of plates or the right pair, yes. What difference do you see between the 4 plates and the areas immediately surrounding them? Note the colour of the design here. Purple, green, pink and gold. Well, close enough. I chose yellow, but whatever. Tuning forks both in and around the plates. It appears that each plate can hold a total of 4 forks. Yes. Additional tuning forks scattered around the 4 plates. These must be inserted in the proper plates in the proper locations before the equipment can activate. What do you mean the proper locations? They're all the same. Each pod a note, so you have to play all of them. I don't think so. because it feels like each plate has 4 notes and is connected to each doorway by the tone it makes. So that implies that they are individually linked. How do I know where to put the additional tuning forks? This is what I want to know. How do we understand? You can narrow down the choice substantially by making note of the colour on the fork. Yes, yeah. The ribbon of the colour around the base of each plate. Just match the... Yeah, we match the colour. That's fine. For each individual plate, you'll need to figure out where to place the forks associated with what is the purpose of the tuning fork, yeah? To reproduce a specific sound, yes. Solving the location of the additional tuning forks will require some careful listening. Be sure that your sound is turned up as you work on the section. The first step is to listen to each of the scattered tuning forks. How can I listen to the tuning forks? Right, this is what we need to know. Normally you need to knock it on a hard surface and it will ring for a fairly lengthy pitch, yeah? You'll need to find somewhere to knock each tuning fork. Worst game assignment ever. So we can pick up... Right. When you are looking at the entire table, do you notice the T-shaped bar in the middle? This here. They want us to pick up the forks and knock them on that, and it will tell us which one's which. But I can't do that. Yeah. Looks like a great place to test tune forks, but you can only access it in close-up mode. But there is no close-up mode. Either of the 2 close-ups, the very end of the metal bar oh, for Christ's sake, shows in each view. There. Are you bloody joking? But it then doesn't describe which one's which. Oh my god, okay. Right. Okay. Put it on the top. I don't know what you mean, sorry. Possibly because you're a little behind, I appreciate that. Okay, so yellow. Let's narrow this down. We'll work back from where we are. So yellow is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4 in reversed. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So this one here should be... Wait, now hang on. Is one the highest or the lowest tune? It should be the highest, right? So those should be the right way around, because I can't move these two. These two are fixed. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Okay. So then this one is pink. This one's pink. That's what I chose with back right, isn't it? 4, 3, 2, 1. And this always goes from lowest to highest now, isn't it? Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. So I need lowest and the highest note. Yes, okay. In theory, that's the right way round. In theory, I may be working backwards here because I'm assuming the notes are that way around. Ah, now this has 3 notes to work with. Oh, that's too high. Get in. That's very low. That's in the middle. And I can't move that one. Okay, so green. Green is from lowest to highest is 4. 2, 3, 1. So the last one should be the highest note. That one, I believe. That's the lowest note. Yeah, that one there. Okay. Again, these look like these should be buttons I can use, but I can't. Anyway, so the last one, purple. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes from highest to lowest notes. Can't do that one. What's this one? Maybe. No. So that should be the highest, that should be the lowest. Nothing. Okay. So do you think that now means that the scale goes the other way? Hang on, if the scale goes the other way, and I can move 3 of these, that would mean one of these is either the lowest or the highest note it can be. That sounds like a 3. And that's a 2. And that's a 1. And that's a 4. Now bearing in mind I can't move this one, logically, that one should be that note. And if this one, so purple, goes in a scale, no, because that's 1, 3, 2, 4, isn't it? So it's back to front. So it could be reversed. So 1 is the lowest number. 3 because it jumps up. Two, 4. No, it can't be. Because 3 would have to be this note. Oh no, because that would be 2. Because we're going in this way now, aren't we? So it would be, excuse me. So it would be 1 is the highest, 3 second lowest, 2 but that's second lowest, isn't it? Yeah. So it can't be that way because 3 is either second highest or second lowest. This note is the second lowest. So if 3 is the second lowest, 4 must be the lowest. So if we're looking to make... So if this one has to be here, and I can't move that one. This one is higher than that one, this one's lower. 2, so 1 is the lowest. 4 is the highest. That does make sense because now it's excuse me. 1 is low. Did we do that? One is low. 3 is second highest. 2 second lowest. 4 lowest. So 4 is the lowest note and 1 is the highest. No, other way around. So 4 is the highest note and 1 is the lowest. Jesus, okay. So I am working backwards. Play it. I can't play it. It doesn't sort of have like a play option, so to speak. Redeemed, you're here too. Diddy, hydrate. Sorry, I missed the hydrate entirely. Do the notes go around or across on the picture? Right. Sorry, thank you for the hydrate. The notes go, they go across on the picture, which is then another hydrate. Thank you, Dodges. Which is then represented by this scale on the circle. The circle starts there at the very bottom of the scale, and up here, the top of the scale, we'll say, you know, so from thin to fat, so to speak, basically. That scale then correlates to what was drawn on the bottom of the gate, so like this here, with the pipes hanging down. Like this bit here. So that's the thin bit, which starts at the top of the circle up there, and the fat bit starts at the bottom there. Soggy null, am I right? Yes. Yes, you are right. Thank you. Thank you. Bedapple, hello, how's it going? It's going fine here, thank you. Just it's a bit quiet because I'm racking my brains trying to get this back to front. I feel like it makes more sense the way I've done it, and now it's the other way round in theory, and it's confusing me. But how are you doing? I hope you're well. Okay, so if 1 is the highest note, is that what we just established? No, fuck's sake, it's back to front. Okay, 1 is the lowest note. So let's draw all these again. So right, so green. Oh, well, that's why that's wrong. Because I've just done green to purple's fucking number. That's why. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can't do this. Right, hang on. Green starts out at 4. It then goes. It's 4, 2, 3, 1. It's basically purple back to front. Do it right, thank you. But you're at war with sounds. Yeah. So low to high, maybe low to high. Maybe I've just actually confused everything because I was reading the wrong numbers I wrote down. Doing right, thanks. Just grab me some cereal. Nice. Do you know, I've been on 2.5 hours nearly. I should be wrapping up, but I've got to get this puzzle done, and then we'll call it. High is the thick end of the drawing. That's what I thought. Give me a second. Let me get my brain back to front. Right. So green starts out from the bottom end of the scale at number 4. Then it goes 2, 3, 1. Now, I can't move the second one here. This second one is the equivalent, based on the ones that are not available. So of these 3, we have all the other notes. So this second one is the second highest pitch. Now, if the second highest pitch is number 2, according to this number, that means that 1 is the highest pitch. Till his brain turns on. Thank you, Diddy. So 1 is the highest pitch, and 4 is the lowest pitch, because then it goes. Yes. So 2 is this note is number 2 is second high. So then we want 4, which is the lowest. Yes, so that's 4, so that's the lowest. 2 second highest, 3 second lowest, 1 highest. Yes, So green is now correct. I got it the right way round. So 1 is the highest note. 4 is the lowest note. I have to remember that. Hang on. Do you know what? I'm going to write that down. In case I have to come back to it. 4. Lowest. 1. Highest. Yes, okay. Low is the fat end, then high is the thin end according to the picture. The picture is based on the way the tuning forks are based. So we'll consider this the short note is at the fat end, and the short note represents 1 here, I guess. So I'm calling 1 the short note. You're right in the fact that if we were talking about like sound waves, higher waves make a higher pitch. And you're right, that's what this picture determines, but then that doesn't logically make sense because I can't move this tuning fork. This tuning fork has to be here. So am I just... So that's that one there. So there is a distinct difference between those two notes, but neither of them are the highest or the lowest. So if you imagine this green one that I'm not holding, this one here, is lower note. That's number 3. We'll say for argument's sake. And then the pink one that I'm holding, this one, is a higher note. So we'll say that's number 2. Now, in theory, that doesn't matter either way. That can go backwards and forwards. But that means that on the scale available to us, the ones we can move are the lowest note, the highest note, and the second lowest note. So if we can only move the second lowest note, that means that this is the second highest note here. Now, if I can't move that, that means that order has to be fixed logically. And the order we're looking for is 4, 2, 3, 1, starting at the thin part, moving up to the fat. So if I can't move this one and it's the second highest note, it has to be 2. 2 being the second highest note. So if 2 is the second highest note, 1 is the highest note. And that means that 3 is the second lowest note and 4 is the lowest note. And so in this order, we go 4, lowest note, 2, 3, 1, highest note. So that's that order. That is completely correct as far as it dictates. So that's kind of almost at odds with this. Because this is... See, because this is literally this symbol. This is green. This is the green one we're working on. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. That's how we're working. But this indicates that 4 should be the highest note. You know, because if you were thinking about sound waves, more waves equals a higher note. And less waves equals a lower note. Because that's about frequencies. But it's not. It can't logically be that because this has to be number 2 and is the second highest note. So we have to deduce that a high note has less frequency to it, so to speak. It has less lines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a scale from highest to lowest. Sorry, right. The drawing is for the purple one, right? The purple on the middle circle is thicker than the green. the drawing merely indicates essentially it's taken this scale from left to right, so it's going from thinnest to fattest, and it's put it around a circle. So it's just telling us where to start and where to end. This is just perspective playing games on me, but I'm also only just arrived at exactly, yeah. Thick end is low, the hanging is in that order. First is lowest. Yes. Yes, so number 1 here is the lowest note. The drawing is an example, isn't it? It's an example solution, but it is the actual solution to one of the puzzles. It is the solution to green, because we've been able to take this note that it plays. We've been able to marry that to the not right click. We've been able to marry that to the note that the gate makes when we click on it. So we say, right, so green represents one of these gates. The bottom of the gate then has a scale on it, which we then have to recreate on this thing here. And that scale happens to match the picture from the book. So essentially this is an example, but is also the solution to green. We now just have to use that solution to deduce the rest of them, which in theory is not difficult. I've got to get my head around the almost back to front nature of the notes being the opposite way around, because that is what it feels like. As far as I'm concerned, the lowest note should be number 4, but it's not. The lowest note is number 1. No, it is number 4. Hang on. So this is number 4. Is the lowest note. Second highest. Yes. The lowest note is number 4. Jesus Christ. I've talked myself around in circles here. I'm sorry. Right. Now, according to the picture, so just 3 to go. Yes, exactly. So now, this one, I've called it purple because it's less pink than the other one. So this one is purple, and this one is the exact opposite configuration. So it's 1, 3, 2, 4. So if we know that 1 is the highest note, we have to assume that's there. 3 is the second lowest. Well, that's not that one, is it? That one. We have to assume that's the lowest. So now that in theory is now the right way round. There was only 2 to move on that one, thankfully. Okay, so now we go with yellow. Oh no, hang on, we'll do yellow last because that's back to front, because they threw us a curveball on that one just to confuse us. Right, okay. Pink, this one here. How many forks do we have for pink? 2, okay. So, I mean, Jesus, this gets so thin, it looks like it barely starts at the beginning. Right, anyway. So pink is 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's a simple scale. Oh, so is it saying that the one with the 1 sound wave the first chime is on the left? The one with the 1 sound wave first chime is on the left. This one here on the left, because it represents the fattest part, is actually this here. So it is the shortest one. So I guess, see, I keep looking at these lines and thinking of frequency. So, you know, of course, a short frequency has less waves. But of course, I guess it really just represents a number, the shortest one. So yes, 1 is here, 4 is here. But we had to try and tally that up with what the actual pitches are. So it turns out that 4 is the lowest note and 1 is the highest note. Right, okay, sorry. So this should be, in theory, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it then goes to... So there should be lowest, second lowest. So we need second highest. And highest. So that should be right. Just randomly, that's correct. Now... Only 2 forks to work with here. they call this gold in the description, but I chose yellow because I don't know, it's just yellow. Now, this scaled back to front. This one they throw as a curveball and made things back to front. So this is a scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, working in opposite order. So this should be the highest note, second highest. I think that's that one. Second lowest, and lowest. So that should be that. Blimey. Jesus, I milked the fuck out of that one, didn't I? That took so long to do. Oh, and I think the worst... Right, okay, so despite the fact that it confused me... Hang on, first of all, what we're going to do? We're going to save. There we go. Despite the fact that it confused me, sort of trying to get the notes the right way around, I think the worst thing was the fact that I had to look up how to find the note of the tuning fork, and that was just... It's a little hotspot on the left or right, depending on which side you're looking. That was frustrating. Or annoying, I guess, because I feel like I solved the puzzle in and of myself. I just didn't know how to work it out, you know. But anyway, that's that. That is the evil that is a sound puzzle out of the way for now. And I've just saved, so we'll call it there. Let's go. That game shouldn't be a part of the puzzle. No, no, no. The best games don't do that, do they? Thank you, Didi. It's pretty kind. And it didn't take that long to me. Good, yay! Right, I've got to get my mouse back, so let's just cut back to here whilst I have to exit the game so I can click on things. There we go. Right. Oh, gonna up my DPI again so my mouse moves properly. There we go. Hoi, that was a bit of a trial. Oh my god, and we've been going for way too long as well. But that's I did too much talking at the beginning, I guess. That's my problem. So let's just have a look, see if anybody's on, and what's going on where. I hate the fact that the app takes you to live instead of following. Why would I want to go to anyone except who I'm following? It doesn't make any sense, does it? You know, I'm not feeling too perfect, so I'm not sure who I'm going to be hanging around with. So I won't raid today, just because I don't know what I'm going to be doing immediately afterwards. Yeah, I know it's a bit selfish. I'm sorry, but you know, we'll just call it there for now, because I've got to make a phone call and stuff afterwards anyway. So I won't be hanging around. So it feels weird. I'll just call it there for now. So we'll raid next time. I will be back. The plan is later in the week. The plan is back on to some kind of bi-weekly, twice weekly, that's the one, schedule, and we'll go from there. Maybe even 3 times if I can fit a day in on the weekend or something. Maybe a good old randomness. But no, thank you all for being here. It's very kind. Toadis, have a good night. Pitapple, thank you for being here. Didi, of course, thank you for everyone. Thank you for your hydrates, but of course, Didi, keep me on top of it. Appreciate it. But good to see you. Take care of yourself, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Banner, of course, is a streamer, everybody. Hang on. See if I can... no, that's not right. Exclamation mark isn't the letter 1. The letter 1, you know what I mean. There we go. God, I can still vaguely remember. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Going through Ocarina of Time at the moment on one of her days. So it's fun to watch. Jeez, thank you. No, it's no problem. Always lovely to see everybody. Azima, thank you for being here as well. Very kind. So yeah, thank you everybody. It's good to see you all, and I'm glad to be back here. It's great. Yeah, we'll try to get more organised and more sensible. But yeah, we'll be back it's going to be either Thursday or Friday. Depends how I feel. Depends what I feel like doing. But it'll be more of this. We're going to keep going with this until it's done, because then I have some plans coming up for future games, and so I want to sort of not get this one out of the way. That sounds bad, but I want to sort of have a finish, and then I'm off as I'm late. Oh no. Okay, fair enough. Take care. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, have a good night, everybody, if it's your nighttime. Have a good day if it's your daytime. And I don't think there's anything else in between. So yeah, take care, everybody. We'll see you in a few days. And yeah, I look forward to it. Bye.